So we're recording for our new album called Bitter Reality. We have our producer downstairs in a mobile truck. His name is Jack Richardson. Say hello, Jack.
Hello, Jack! Hello, Jack!
Hello, children.
Hey, actually, Maclean couldn't make it tonight, and
That's
we're the
right.
replacement act.
We are the replacement act. My name is Wayne, back at the beating hammer, butcher, steels, rot, back to workshops, climb the secret, may find the thoughts ever master of iron, steam and steel, and rise above disaster and tramples under heel. And this is my brother Dwayne, back at the beating hammer, butcher, steels, rot, back to workshops, climb the secret, may find the thoughts ever master of iron, steam and steel, and rise above disaster and tramples under a heel. And we call ourselves back at the beating hammer, butcher, steels, rot, back to workshops, climb the secret, may find the thoughts ever master of iron, steam and steel, and rise above disaster and tramples under heel. And back at the beating hammer, butcher, steels, rot, back to workshops, climb the secret, may find the thoughts ever master of iron, steam and steel, and rise above disaster and tramples under heel. Really good. Well, we're all having a lot of fun here at the chimney tonight and everything, but we should remember that we're lucky to be Canadians and living in Canada, which is a free country. And hang on. Wait a minute. Because when you look around us and all those other countries, you see disease and pestilence and starvation and wars and whatnot. And I think that since we are lucky enough to be able to sing out anything we want, let's all say a prayer for those other countries.
Keep it over there, Lord, keep it over there. Listen to my prayer, Lord, keep it over there.
We're all ready for you, Billy.
Bless you, George. Do we have a generous crowd tonight? My, you look as busy as a bee.
I've got the legs run right off me. There's about 50 or 60,000 people out there, and the Pope is out there as well.
Paul is out there tonight?
Sitting right in the front row, stage left, with a big pointy hat.
I wonder what he's doing here.
Well, never
He's
mind.
probably looking
Never
for
mind that,
what's
Billy.
off my
Let's just
show.
move right out towards the
Well,
stage.
they say that mocking's catching.
Come on, Billy, let's get the show on the road.
Patience, my
Keep
child.
them over there, Lord, keep them over there. Famine and diseases, keep them over there.
The Bible says Jesus was just a guy. We see in the inspiring words, verse 7, chapter 3, Jesus chokes at dinner, or Peter slaps the back of Jesus. And so it was that the 12 were sitting around a large table with Jesus at the head. And Jesus turned to Peter with tears in his eyes and said, and Peter said, what? And Matthew, who was sitting on the left hand of Jesus, spoke, I think Jesus is choking on a piece of meat. And Peter began to slap Jesus on the back vigorously, crying, puke it up, puke it up. And Jesus puked in front of his disciples, none of whom felt hungry thereafter.
Jesus had the measles, Jesus had the flu, Jesus had a cold sore, he was just like you.
From this, we see why that event is called the Last Supper. If we need further proof that Jesus had his ups and downs, we can turn to verse 2, chapter 4. Jesus is ignored by Peter, and Jesus said unto them, I am the bread of life, for without me there is no salvation. And Peter turned to Jesus and said, I'm sorry, man, I wasn't listening. What did you say? And Jesus said, skip it, it wasn't important. So Peter said, oh. And all that night, Jesus sulked in the corner and would not talk to anyone, not even the chicks.
Jesus had his good days, Jesus had his bad. Mary was his mother, Joseph was his dad.
You know, my friends, when I was going to Bible school, we were taught that Jesus hung around with gamblers, prostitutes, and card sharps. See verse 8, chapter 20. Jesus loses his pop. And so it came to pass that all who were around the table dropped out, leaving only Jesus and Peter playing. And Jesus turned to Peter, who had just bet 20 drachmas, and said, I see your 20 drachmas, and call. what have you got? And Peter said, 4 aces. Count 'em, Jesus, and none of your goddamn miracles. As you can see, it's all there in the Holy Bible if we will just look. Yes, my friends, Jesus was just a guy.
Here in the beautiful and sacred cesspool of Tomorrow Today, thousands of people have gathered to hear the inspiring words of Billy Evangelist as he preaches from the new, the latest, up-to-date, no-shit version of the gospel according to bitter reality. With us today, the 693-voice Holy Bursting Sweaters of Los Angeles Choir, the Singing Country and Western Faith Testimonial Family, and the 4 men of the deeply religious Emphysemas. And, of course, Billy Evangelist with his sermon for today, Jesus Was Just a Guy. But first, a message that could change your life today.
Missed. Maybe if I get this thing further down my throat, I can... Missed again. Got to get this thing right down my throat, and then...
Some guys just can't do anything right. The George Sanders School of Suicide is currently offering a 2 for the price of 1 deal. During our Crazy Day sale, for just $2,000, you and the person of your choice can receive our complete suicide course, which includes all of the extras, such as will witnessing, free cleanup service, and yes, we'll even take care of that suicide note for you. Let's listen in now to another satisfied customer who has completed the course and is about to do himself in. Right now, why not ask about our group or family plan? And as usual, kiddie suicide courses are free if accompanied by an adult. The competent staff at the George Sanders School of Suicide will take care of all the details. All you have to do is pull the trigger or spring the trap. Yes, take the plunge and call the George Sanders School of Suicide at Suicide 6-6521 or drop in and drop out at the outlet nearest you. Remember that number, Suicide 6-6521.
If you're bored with life and your brains are fried,
Call George Sanders.
School of Suicide.
And now a word from George Sanders. Thank you, George.
Close enough, okay? Okay, all right. Blair and I have been studying the country and western scene in Canada, and it differs from province to province. For instance, in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where we live, they have sort of a waving wheat lonesome style of country and western music.
Where the coyotes and the wind blows free.
Someone just slip a cunt over your head and fuck some sense in. You know that? Ridiculous. All right, this guy is actually going to break down and cry for you on stage, which is something you never see at the chimney anymore. And we would request that you would bay like wolves or dogs during this number so it makes them feel at home. Can we hear one? Beautiful. You guys are great. All right, so here he is from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Mr. Slim Chance, the Crying Cowboy.
Poor Mao is dead, poor Mao Zedong's dead. He's lying there so peaceful and serene. No commie shit. When Mao died, a quarter of mankind wept. 800 million people wept. They had to or they'd be fucking shot. Some say he was a revolutionary, some say he was a great leader, some say he was a demagogue. Actually, he only killed 36 million people, so you could rank him up alongside with Hitler with 55 million, and of course the Gulag Archipelago with 66 million. I'll just sing a song for him right now because when he died, the face of the Chinese race was changed. A song in a tribute to him. Hato, Jikato, Sao, Kitato. Some young canto, changing by her name. She pulled around thee, they got my wrinkle pecker. Red rose tea, oh, fucking oh, wacky, 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 oh. Hello, now where to find it? Fuck off! Your smile is heaven's work of art. Every night I'd be on stage here and the pain would be ripping through my body. The torture in my heart was stupendous. And everybody leaving, the lights would go out and I'd pack away my trusty D18 Martin 11-string guitar and my trusty plush line D28 hard shell case with the leather covering and the Guess Who stickers on the outside. And I'd take Air Canada Flight 191 back to Winnipeg. Yeah, Air Canada, Trans-Canada fucking Airlines. Threw that into my axe, $1,000 Martin. Crack! Right across the bottom of the fridge, oh yeah. Whomp into the belly of the aircraft. Bilingualism on the flight deck. The only thing they're doing up there that's French is down on each other, boy. Get down on me. Or probably put a ding down. But they fuckers crashed. They smashed my instrument all up. And then I got home after 13 weeks of God slam 30 fucking bastard bitch. 13 fucking weeks on the road, all time fucking broke. I get home, there's my wife. My immaculate wife in bed with 9 guys. I say, you're enjoying yourself, aren't you? I say, you tramp, you pig. Here's me being celibate on the road and you're out here fucking your arse off. I said at a medical examination the other day, I was a doctor. He saw the top of a man's skull off and pulled out the brain and he held it in his hands like that. She said, what the fuck are you telling me that for? I said, because I give my soul to take out my brain and hold it under a faucet and wash away the dirty pictures that you put there. And I grabbed her by the face and rammed it into my groin and kicked her in the crotch. In the cunt.
Yeah, it's pretty stuff. Wait a second. Hang on. Come here, Slim. You know what your problem is? You're a country and western singer. You're always singing those sad songs. Never anything happy. How about a good old C&W hand clapper? Do a good job. Flip chance.
Sorry. Well, I went to the dog. He said I had cancer. I'll send it to boil. Just go in, Lancer. No way, son, you're gonna die. You got a week and a half. Pay the bill, bye-bye. I didn't even feel sick, you know. I thought it was a wart. It was malignant. So I got in the car and on my wife said I got cancer, gonna lose my life. She said, where's the policy? It's in the drawer. She got it out and said, I wish there was more. Oh, the toss of Diane's going up, you know. Mutual of Omaha, sure, they had the last fucking laugh, don't they? Well, the week went by, they weren't disappointed. The breeze came by, and I was anointed. Folks gathered around my bed to pray. I went into a coma, and I passed away.
Thank you very much, Slim. That's all we need to hear from you. That's a bad best. Never mind your fucking
I had a canary, had a tumor in his neck.
People don't, I'm sorry about this. People don't want to hear this shit about cancer and stuff like that. They're here to have a good time. Thank you very much. That was fine, Slim. Oh, fuck off, Slim, okay? Just fuck off. Sorry about that. Blair and I were born and raised in Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, which is a... What fucking liars you guys are. All from Toronto, you know. Anyway, we were born in Glace Bay, and this next guy comes from Glace Bay as well. He's married to the country and western singer with the peroxide blonde hair, the big tits, and the leather skirt. Yeah, Senator's Corner. And when you talk to her, she says, what have I got to show for it after 30 years of marriage? After 30 years of marriage, you've got stretch marks.
I was having me a burger in a dirty, greasy spoon cafe. I was eating it with relish when the man beside me turned to say, what's that pubic hair doing laying on your bun? I said, I never saw it sitting there. Are you sure it's really one? He stood up on the counter and he said, now look here, Blair, I've traveled all over this country and I know pubic hair. I've seen pubic hair, man, I never liked them bare, man. I even got my share, man, beneath my underwear, man, sticking out here and there, man. I've seen pubic hair. I seen great ones, straight ones, tall, one's dinner plate, one's long, one's strong, one's little curly blonde, one's red, one's dead, one's laying on the head, one's black, one's brown, one's little ducky down, one's short, one's thick, one's growing from your dick, one's growing, one's showing, one's full, one's golden, one's I've seen pubic hair, man. I never liked them bare, man. I even got my share, man. Beneath my underwear, man. Sticking out here and there, man. I've seen pubic hair. I've seen bushy ones, cushy ones, ugly, mushy ones, saved ones, shaved ones, floating in the gravy ones, pretty ones, dirty ones, fluffing up your birdie ones, neat ones, sweet ones on the toilet seat ones, hipper ones, whipper ones, catch them in your zipper ones, growing ones, showing ones, full ones, golden ones. I've seen pubic hair, man. I never liked them there, man. I even got my share, man. Beneath my underwear, man. Sticking out here and there, man. I've seen pubic hair.
Little Becky Jevitz has just put Ken and Barbie away in the dollhouse. Let's look in on them and see what they're doing.
Anytime? Anytime you're feeling lonely. Little song. We're sitting here with Mr. Frankie Fontaine, the king of genital rock, and Frankie's just come back from his big Russian tour. And Frankie, you've had so much success.
Yes, I have, Heason, and I'm planning on having a whole lot more.
Well, why don't you get those genitals in tune and rip one off for us?
Matter of fact, I'll rip off a couple for you. Here's a couple of my bigger ones, Heason. I got no objections to a French kiss under a starlit Paris sky. I got no objection to making memories, even though you're sucking some other guy, and that ain't right. But since you lost your hands at the factory, you can't get me off no more. It seems the honeymoon's over. Your hooks fell on the floor, and keep those rusty hooks away from me. You almost ripped it off yesterday. Baby, baby, keep those rusty hooks away, or else you'll rip it off today. It's another big one from a couple of years back, folks. I fell in love with a lovely Jewish girl. Ooh, her folks found out I'd been never circumcised. Whoa, what can I say when my baby smiles and says hello? I know the skin will be the first to go. Oh yeah, the skin is gonna be the first to go. No sense in keeping it too much longer. Oh yeah, the skin, get that skin on.
Okay, anyway, we're going to take you back and show you. Blair and I used to play in coffee houses at one time, and we were a folk act, right? And that's when a joint was something in your arm, you know. And we finally evolved from coffee houses and started doing rock and roll, and then into toilet rock, which was the title of our first album. And finally, we're up to Bitter Reality. But we'll take you back and show you what it was like in the early 60s when folk music was boring, and it was the sing-along era. So everybody sing along with us, please.
There was a boy who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh.
Keep singing, it sounds great.
Fantastic.
Over here on the right, sing.
Okay. Good.
Good. In the middle here, sing.
Fantastic. Okay.
Good.
Now left side.
Over here on the left.
Okay. Everybody together now.
Good.
Great.
Here we go.
There was a boy who had a girl and they fucked around. Oh, she has an embryo. She has an embryo. She has an embryo, and Bingo is his name. Oh. In the 1970s, that became a very serious issue, right? With Morgenthaler going to jail, you know, right to life, my body is my own thing, liberalization of the abortion laws, International Women's Year, you make them, we scrape them, no fetus shall defeat us. Back in the 60s, there was only one voice crying out. The man's name was Bobby Zimmerman. He was a young man from Hibbing, Minnesota. In fact, all three of us were young men from Hibbing. There was my brother Gary Zimmerman,
How are you?
myself Blair Zimmerman, and our brother Bob Zimmerman. We were known as the Zimmerman Brothers. We had a dream in our heart and puke on our coats. We rushed off to the Big Apple, New York City, where Bob changed his name to Dylan. He goes out now for 3 weeks' work and makes $5 million, and here we are playing the fucking chimney again. Lord, gee.
You never see Bob Dylan playing the chimney, right? He plays the Elmo combo when he's in town, as a matter of fact.
$600 cover charge, too.
Very, very expensive, yeah.
Anyway, he wrote a song many years ago not many people know he was the author of. I'd like to sing it for you right now. It's the Zimmerman Brothers sing Zimmerman. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones we used to know, where the treetops glisten and children, oh, they listen to hear the sleigh bells in the snow. That's what they've been doing, you assholes. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. So fancy there. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Thank you very much, thank you very much, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It was 1967. It was the summer of love. Everything was free. We were hippies. Here, have some hepatitis. I got lots, right? And Blair and I called ourselves the Family Jewels in 1967. We had an album called Genital Rock, and we were wearing flowers in our hair, and we were singing such mellow songs as I Stretched My Sack in San Francisco. Up on a hill I let that skin hang down. It covered little cable cars, holding people with scrotums just like ours. I could have stretched it to the stars, but they took me away. Sort of a stiff in the industry. It really didn't sell a lot of records for us, and had a great flip side, too. I was really surprised.
Side B, they probably remember, Gary. Put it into your mouth, Mrs. Murphy. It only weighs a quarter of a pound. It's got hair all around it like a turkey. And it spits if you rub it up and down.
Since we were in the lower lumbar region, that was
Genital Rock.
Genital Rock didn't go that far. We were in the lower lumbar region, and we decided we would have a spin-off from Genital Rock, and Disease Rock was born.
I started a dose, which started the whole world clapping. Oh, if I'd only seen that the dose was on me.
But I got the crabs, which started the whole world scratching. Oh, if I only see that the crabs were on me. I ran from my bed, squeezing my head, making it red. And I fell to my knees, said fucking jeez, my balls are killing me.
Mother. Followed by
red cells in my urine, there's pus in it too. I've got gonorrhea, I got it from you.
Followed by
I said, no, 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 I don't fuck 'em no more. I'm tired of waking up with a whore. And no, thank you, please, I only get the disease. And then it goes drip, drip on the floor.
socially unacceptable, of course. You never see Jerry Lewis going on TV and having a clapathon, do you? Hi, it's my kids here. We had a clap. Get us all cured, right? There's only 0.002% of the population who will contact muscular dystrophy. Dystrophy, is that what MD?
Dystrophy.
But there's a rampaging...
Say dystrophy. Say that right.
Dystrophy. Catastrophe. Muscular catastrophe.
Muscular catastrophe, right.
Muscular. You said muscular.
I didn't.
Muscular. What are you doing with the fucking water here? Splashing
I was
with the
flicking
fucking
you right
water.
in the face. You wouldn't even realize it. What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Blair has a peculiar ability to be able to sing in one key and play in another, as a matter of fact.
What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Want to play that? What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto? What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto? What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Jack off.
What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Masturbate. What do you do on a
Rainy night in Toronto.
Sit around diddle.
What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Here's your diddle.
What do you do on a rainy night in Toronto?
Watch little TV.
What do you do on a rainy night in
Come see my friend
Toronto?
Maclean. Oh, that's
Actually,
shit.
sort of
you know,
getting away from the
that's
subject,
shit.
as a matter of fact.
Boring.
Try anything
Of
once,
course,
you know.
we were down, like we said, about the clapathon, but there is a rampaging disease coming across this country, and Toronto is the VD capital of Canada. How do you like that, eh? Spread it around, shit. Anyway, that was socially unacceptable, as we said. They wouldn't play that on the radio. We had to have a hit, so we turned the radio on to hear what they were playing, and we heard Elton John with Bop 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 Benny and the Jets. Right, we had David Bowie with Changes.
Yeah.
We had Bachman Turner Overdose with Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Right, so we figured speech impediment rock's the next big one here. Me, Reiner. Me. One you have done, down good, not bad. Me, rider. Me, one you have done, and then you know. Me, rider. Me, one you have done, tonight. Me, rider. Me, one you have done, and then you know. Me, rider. What you have done? This is ridiculous shit.
Dum 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 dum. Are we ever dum 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 dum? Are we ever dum 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 dum? Are we ever dumb? Why? So we said, fuck it. We can't get a hit on the radio. And we started writing movie themes. We wrote Memories for the Way They Were.
Sting.
Yeah. We wrote Tubular Bells for The Exorcist, which is making a second time around. They're making Exorcist 2. It's... Hi, I'm The Exorcist. I understand you got a little girl in here with a devil up her quiff. Very strange.
Exorcist 1 was a crucifix, right? Then our TV special was a broom handle. I'm Linda Blair. I'm 13 years old. I get half my fucking arm up there now, boy.
Yeah.
Once again, on the feminine genitalia. You notice that, right?
Yeah, we also wrote the theme for American Graffiti.
That started off the whole nostalgia craze, right? You know, you saw that spin-off into Happy Days, the spin-off of the spin-off there, Lorraine and Douchebag, right?
Laverne and Shirley, I believe
is
is the name.
Full bore into the 60s nostalgia. As full bore, we have the New Beatles, the Bay City Rollers. Give me a fucking break. Oh, my God.
S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y, eat it raw. How many people here can actually say that they've never shit in their pants? Everybody shit in their pants. Everybody shit in their pants. I always wanted to do that to 200 people. That's great. That's the worst part about shitting in your pants was the teasing, right? Remember the kids all following you home from school? Gary shit in his pants. Gary, right? And you're walking like this. No, I didn't. Finally, you had enough, you turn around and you go, fuck off, like that, right? Piece of shit flies out of your pant leg, you know. The old telltale signs. Actually, it feels good for the first 30 seconds, and then it cools off and gets tacky, you know. That's why you walk like this, right? First thing you think of when you shit in your pants is, I've got to get home. Doesn't matter where you are, you don't want to be anywhere but home, you know. People think that shit belongs inside them. They don't want it on them. They scratch their ass and they go, that's shit! I've got shit on me. Oh, it's dog shit. Oh, it's all right. It's not mine. Thought I had a leak or something, you know. Everybody does this too. They stand up off the can after having a shit. They stand right up. They turn around and they look. What are you looking for? I guess the reason why you look is you want to see whether it looks like it felt, you know. That felt like a good shit. Yes, it was. It was a good shit. Did you ever think you had a really good shit and look in the toilet, there's nothing there, right? Where did it go, man? You reach up and you pull it out. I want to have a look at this mother, you know. And it better be 12 inches or I'm not healthy, you know. Or the opposite when you think that wasn't much of a shit and it's this sort of thing. Very, very weird. The only time you don't turn around and look at your shit is when you've been drinking for 3 or 4 days. Whiskey will do that to you. Rumble, 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 rumble. Yeah, that's when you have one of those instant shits, right? Bark! All comes out at once, right? All over. Blow your asshole out. All the water splashes up on your ass. Terrible. You got a pretty clear picture of what's going on down there. Yeah, the ring of fire, somebody said over here, he knows. It's peeing through your bum, it's called, I believe. Ridiculous. The most embarrassing thing about shit, people don't like other people to see their shit, right? Like you're over at a girlfriend's place, maybe a first date, she's cooking lasagna, you're trying to make a good impression, right? And you have to have a shit. You don't want to say, Tom, I have to have a shit before dinner, you know? Because it really takes the glow off the evening, you know? Later on, when you're right down to it, she says, you had a shit, didn't you? Yes, I did. Go have some lasagna, you know? So what you do is you say, can I go to the washroom and wash my hands before dinner? She goes, oh yeah, first door down on the right. And you get in there and you get the water running so she can't tell what you're doing. And you pull off a fast shit and everything is going smoothly until you stand up and the fucking toilet won't flush. I'm trapped in here with my own shit. I'll throw it out the window. Splat, right? There's always a screen on the window, of course. Shit's like butter, you gotta spread it around before it does you any good anyway, you know. Guys really freak out though. They look at the medicine cabinet. I'll put Band-Aids on it, that's what I'll do. I'll spray it with air maybe. That won't work. I'll put it down the sink. Boom, 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 boom. Has to be solid shit to go down the sink though, you know, it's hard. If you find yourself in that situation, here's what to do. Oh, first of all, yes, I want to mention that the girls are lucky because they can carry it out in their purse, you know. And that's why they always take their purse to the can. They never get trapped in the can with their own shit. How much shit can you get into a billfold, you know? Or an inside pocket, for that matter, you know? But here's what to do. If you find yourself in that situation, take the back off the toilet, take the shit out of the toilet, put it in the back of the toilet where all the flush mechanism is, right? She'll never know the difference, right? She'll find that tiny old man floating dead in the water in the morning, you know? That's all I have to say about shit. What a shitty routine.
What a shitty routine. Just remember, folks, when shit becomes valuable, the poor will be born without arseholes.
I think that about sums it up. Gross? Is that what you thought? Yeah. We are not gross. Gross is when you kiss your grandmother goodnight and she slips you the tongue. That's gross. Or biting into a wiener and finding a vein. That's gross, you know. Or pulling out your Tampax and finding a root growing on it. That's gross, man. We're going to show you our gross manual right off the bat because we want you to contribute sometime this evening. This is to prove that we're not the only sickies walking around town. This is a collection of graffiti that we collect from our audiences, and we're going to read you a cross-section of some of the stuff that people give us.
Right.
And you can approve or disapprove, whatever you like.
They're all good ones. Here's to the hole that never heals. The more you rub it, the better it feels. And all the soap this side of hell won't wash away that fishy smell. Wine, women, song, and vice, syphilis, blue balls, crabs, and lice. We've had them all, by Jesus Christ. Gentlemen, the Queen.
There's one called one called Ode to a Pussy. They're all given to us on scraps of paper, menus, toilet paper, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You'll notice there's a lot of them that refer to the female genitalia because most of them write about guys.
Here's one bar that pretty well says it. Oh cunt, oh slimy slit, how men wallow when thy piss with such bliss. Oh cunt, oh dark and dismal hole, all covered in hair and matted in shit. Thee smells like a polecat's ass. Oh cunt, I love thee. This guy is healthy, right? Definition of an organ grinder is a cocksucker with a chipped tooth.
All right, that can apply both ways, I guess.
Yeah, Hail Mary, full of grace, pull down your pants and sit on my face. I like that.
All you Catholics out there. Little boy walks into the washroom, his mom was in the tub. He pointed at her crotch and said, "What's that?" She said, "That's where Daddy hit me with the axe." The boy said, "Pretty good shot, he got you right in the cunt."
Yeah.
See? Told you.
They used to call her railroad track because she was laid all over the country, end to end. The supercontinental, no doubt. Any idiot can piss on the floor, but it takes a real hero to shit on the ceiling.
Sir, Nixon's father should have withdrawn.
Yeah, that's a good one. May bloody piles torment you, may corns grow on your feet, may crabs as big as turtles crawl up your ass and eat. And when you're old and feeble and become a nervous wreck, I hope your head falls through your ass and breaks your fucking neck. God.
Mad guy. Says the only thing you don't pay income tax on is your pecker. 80% of the time it's unemployed. 10% of the time it's hard up. The other 10% of the time it's in the hole. On top of that, it has 2 dependents and they're both nuts.
What did the Englishman say when he came home to find his wife fucking 3 men? Hello, hello, hello.
That's a good one.
I like that one. Oh, Father. I like that one, eh? Oh, Father, I've come to confess I've just left a girl in a terrible mess. Her blouse is all tattered, her tits are all bare. There's a lump in her belly that shouldn't be there. Oh, son, with you I am vexed. When I was your age, I used a Durex. Oh, Father, don't be unjust. I used one too, but the fucking thing bust. We're still looking for the guy, by the way, who took the blowtorch to the prophylactic machine in the men's washroom and made off with 50 or 60 French safes. That wasn't funny because they were the expensive kind, the condoms. They were the ones with the ticklers on the end, so if you put them on inside out, you're going to do a job on yourself. Weird. They're all in colors now. You walk in. They used to have just straight gray machines in the washrooms that said, "For prevention of venereal disease," right? And it was nice. But now you walk in and those machines go, "Ooh la la, the French tickler," you know, and all that stuff. Get them all in colors and they're scented now. Here, smell this, raspberry. Weird, man. When we were going to high school, we had the basic stock white, said Goodyear on the side, you know. And they were good for a year, you know. We all carried one around in our wallets, you know. Remember that, carrying one around in your wallet? Look at this fucking thing, man, you know. You're going to use that? No, but I could if I wanted to, you know. The big fear, of course, is that, like, never having tried one on as a young man, like, you wait till the mother and the father and the sister to be out of the house, right? And you finally make a decision, I'm going to try this thing on, right? And the big mistake the young men make is they roll it down too far and they get it caught in their pubic hair and it won't roll back off again.
Tragic.
Got to start fooling with the Gillette Blue Blade down there, you know? The hands of a surgeon. That's generally when your mother walks in and says, "You wear that to the table tonight and show it to your father." My father had his on the table, so it didn't really matter, you know? All right, we could have been dentists, you know, or disc jockeys. We could have been doing shit like, "I'm old to gold that really sold a bullion biggie from the golden Goodyear, a blast from the past." And here it is, for the second time around, a cute little disco song. Disco does not suck. Disco is an art form.
It's alive and living here in Toronto.
Here we go. You've got the cutest little pubic hair. You've got the cutest little pubic hair, ah, pubic hair. You've got the cutest little pubic hair. There are no finer curlies anywhere. Pubic hair, penis or vagina, nothing could be finer. Pubic hair. I'm in heaven when I'm in your underwear. I don't need a shove, I get a taste of love from your pretty pubic hair. Ratchet, ratchet, pussy don't smell. Motherfucker, cocksucker, give 'em all a yell. Eat me, fuck me, chew me, screw me, yay. Bitter reality. Good night all, thank you.
Okay, let's go. Get the fuck out of here.
That's all, fuck off.
Come on, fuck off.
Go fuck yourself.
Come on. Bite my shorts, you festering gobs of shit.
Fuck off.
Don't patronize us, you
fucking asshole.
Get the fuck out of here, you asshole.
Fuck off. We can't
Come on, you
fucking use it.
scum-looking pricks. Get the fuck out of here.
Use it, you sake. You got your fucking show tonight. Hey,
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, you guys. You fuck assholes.
Let's have a sing-along. Sing-along here.
Fuck ya, F-U-C-K-Y-A. Fuck ya, F-U-C-K-Y-A. I really hate your fucking guts, and I'd like to kick you in the nuts. So fuck ya, F-U-C-K-Y-A. I really mean it, F-U-C-K-Y-A.
When will you learn what your fellow man is all about? When will you learn just how to sort it out? I think now I can see what has happened to me. Oh, when will you learn? When will you learn? When will you learn?